Good day everybody, this is an unboxing and tablet review of XPPEN Deco Mini 7 Wireless. Stay tuned to see if this tablet is worthy in doing great art on using phone or computer. Now we are done with the unboxing, let's review the product. First, let us check the button. The button seems nice, but I cannot tell if it is durable since I don't use express keys at all. I always prefer keyboard, but when I'm using this, it seems good, like it doesn't waggle, it's tight. The button is tight. It feels like it doesn't break right away. When it comes to body of the pen, it is normal like any other pens, lightweight and has a nice rubber grip. It seems fine, nothing really special. It's not the same pen you're using for writing on paper if you're first time drawing on graphic tablet. This is just normal, like any other pens. And for the drawing area of the tablet, it has a great texture. This one depends on the person who's using it. It is matte texture. You can feel a little resistance when drawing lines, though I always prefer a little slidey, but this one is fine. For me, this one is better than the Deco Pro tablet. Now let's proceed to the driver of the tablet. So this is the tablet driver. Once you've done installing the driver, it doesn't automatically match the aspect ratio of your monitor. The working area of the tablet is in 16:9, so you have to match the working area of the tablet to your monitor screen. To do that, just simply go to Pen Tablet, Pen Display, and click the tablet proportion, and the working area matches the aspect ratio of your monitor. If ever you have 2 or more monitors, you can easily switch it here, or if you want it all, you can just choose all monitors. You can also rotate the working area if ever you are left-handed, and once the button will be on the right side of the tablet. You can also customize your buttons to the specific application you're using, let's say Photoshop. This is very useful if ever you're using different kind of applications every time, like Clip Studio Paint, Photoshop and more. Like you use K1 button as P for Clip Studio Paint, or it will be used as B for Photoshop. You can also assign any specific controls like Ctrl-Alt-Z. You can also set the sensitivity of the pen pressure if you think it wasn't enough for you, but what I can tell you is that this pen has enough initial activation, so no need for that to do. Sometimes XPPEN drivers has different interface, so if ever you've encountered something like this, then don't worry about it, it's just similar to the other one. That's all for the quick tour of the driver. Let's now begin testing it. So we've installed the driver, so the very first thing we're going to do is to test the pen with the line test. The best thing to check on a good quality pen is the initial activation, and this pen was able to provide it. You don't need to apply extra force to be able to write. I have tried some previous pens from XPPEN or even the other brands, Most pens before doesn't have that sensitive initial activation. Only Wacom can do that. But now we're slowly getting there. Now the transition of the strokes from thin to thick was also good. If I'm going to compare this to Deco Pro, this is much more better. When you're going to do the hatches, it seems fine, though you'll be seeing this tail sometimes. My guess is maybe the pen is sensitive, and I don't really think it is a problem. If you do hatch too fast, this always happens, even on traditional drawings. If you draw in big brushes, it doesn't make that much of a shoelace thing that I've always seen in some reviews. There's a little on it, but probably it's unavoidable, but for sure you can work around with that. It's not really an issue. Now we're going to try this on sketching. So far it works really well. You'll be able to control the strokes even in full-size canvas because of the matte texture of the tablet. That is the good thing about the texture. If it's not glossy, it will prevent you to do some wobbly strokes. Though, take note that if you're new with drawing tablets, it needs practice to perform a good eye and hand coordination because you won't be looking on the tablet when drawing. You'll be looking at the screen. It will be hard at first, but sooner you'll get it. Now we're going to test this in doing line art. In doing line art, you'll notice that I'm spamming the Ctrl-Z, keep on repeating the strokes, but you know what? That's fine, that's completely fine. If you want more cleaner lines, less jittery lines, you can increase the stabilization controls. In Photoshop, it's called smoothness. This works really well so far. I can guarantee that you can make a good quality artwork with this one. It is much more better than my previous tablet and it is far more cheaper. I'm doing all of this with a wire. After that, I tried it in wireless and it doesn't make any difference. The response is good. I tried using it in a couple of hours and it doesn't perform any glitch. Not quite sure how well this can perform in low battery, but of course we'll be able to foresee it when it happens. After all, we can always have the wire with us and any type of USB-C type of cable will work on this. I mean, I've tried using my phone charger cable and it works. So now we're going to try it with our phones. Now let's see how it looks like on phones. No need for installation, just plug and play. When plugged in, you'll be seeing cursor on your phone screen. So the very first thing I've tried is the express keys. As of the moment, it is not programmable. You cannot use it on different phone apps. Some does, but it's not really that useful. However, the pen buttons is programmed to be useful. The upper button is switching your mode to brush and eraser. The lower button is for undo. I've checked the pen pressure and it was really nice. It is similar to computer experience and it is really nice to draw on. Though there's one little problem here, similar to the Deco Mini 4 I reviewed from the past. It was the aspect ratio. In computer, I said it earlier that you can change the working space matching to the screen aspect ratio or monitor's aspect ratio. But here on phone, there will be no driver to do that. It's like if you're going to draw a circle, you'll be getting an ellipse instead. Some people might say that the aspect ratio is just a slight problem since the aspect ratio of the screen of the phone and the tablet is just having a slight difference. And for sure, you'll get used to it eventually. But if you had a ton of experience on tablets, you kind of feel the weirdness to it, like it feels off. That's just my own opinion, I guess. But yeah, I'm not gonna get this for portable since I have that little issue. So my advice is only use this on a single type of device, let's say for computer only. I kinda don't recommend switch back and forth to phone and computer. It's not really a big issue, it's just a little compromise. It's not like the same on Deco Mini 4, which the 16:9 and 4:3 difference is a huge difference. So okay, I've tried it to different phone applications and so far it works really well. I mean, all of it. The pressure is good, I just don't know how to use phone applications for art, so I'm not the best person to review it on phones. But the pressure is really nice, so there's no problem with that. So my final thoughts is the tablet is really nice. You can actually draw properly, no issues so far. The wireless works perfectly, like there's no delay on it. The pressure sensitivity, the initial activations are good. I mean, if I'm going to compare it to my old previous tablet, it is far more better, and price is very affordable. So do I recommend having this one? Well, yes, if you're not going to pen displays and planning to buy a graphic tablet for your computer, then I can recommend this one. Overall, it's good, though there's no express wheel, which I'm really fan of it, because you can resize brush easily using it. All I need is the express wheel. I don't need express keys. I have keyboard shortcuts. There's a lot of shortcuts, and 8 buttons isn't enough. Even 16 buttons isn't enough, and muscle memories can do all the work to keyboard shortcuts. So that's all for this video, and I hope you found some information you need for this tablet. If you have some questions, or if ever I missed something, you're welcome to comment down below, and I'll answer some of the question the best as I could, or answer the question I can answer. So don't forget to subscribe, and have a good day ahead. Thank you very much for watching.